right, good. 3, 2, 1. You got it? You got it? Video, yeah. All right.
Testing, testing. All righty. Good evening to everyone, those who are present and also those who are watching via live stream. We just want to say thank you for tuning in tonight for our football signing day for our 2022 football seniors. We just want to make sure that we acknowledge and send off our football program, our seniors, tonight in a special way. Tonight we want to ask that our seniors, those who have made a commitment to join an institution, to say a couple of words as well as sign their letter of intent. First, we will have Mr. Dorian Miller.
My name is Dorian. My selection experience was okay. Dealing with a lot of things, so I'm going to Delaware Valley, and yeah, that's it. My name is Dorian Miller, and my experience with this process was like very rough, especially because my senior year ain't go like it was supposed to. Barely played, I was injured. And so like a lot of schools like fell off me. So this process was like very rough. I was at my low, like it was like very hard. And I would like to thank my coaches, especially Sam. He was with me. My father. He was with me through this whole process, like he kept me high, he never let me get low, especially when he wasn't playing. Even he was trying to get me out there. Second week after I was injured, he was trying to get me out there. And I just appreciate him for that. And I would like to say that I'm going to Lycoming College, and that's it.
My name is Isaiah Freeman. I was the quarterback captain this year. My recruitment process was the same, just like theirs. I had schools fall off me. Schools that would talk, not talk, talk again, not talk, not disappear. I'll go on visits. I'll have visits set up. I'll have coaches cancel them the week of, the day all of us, was really the coaches and the teammates that kept us working out, kept reaching out to coaches for us. You know, that texted us quotes here and there, you know, just keeping us up. So I think, you know, that helped us get through the process. You know, a couple people I'd like to thank, starting off with the teammates. Without them, we wouldn't have done anything we did this year. We kept battling together. So, thank you. Next, I'd like to thank the coaches who were there every day. For the ones that had kids, came out of pocket for us, made sure we had clothes on our back, make sure we ate, make sure we had rides. They're way more far beyond any other coach has ever done for me. So it's, you know, what's understood doesn't have to be explained. So I thank y'all. Next, I'd like to thank my family, who've been to every game this year, whether it was football or basketball. They've been there loudest. I can hear them. Yelling at me, arguing, all of it. So I think next I'd like to thank my friends. Some of them are here, but you know, they always told me that they was there from the beginning when I wasn't playing at Strathaven. So they told me that, you know, I was going to be great, and told me that I was going to go to school for free. So thank you. Next I'd like to thank, last I'd like to thank. I got a couple more people. Almost last, I'd like to thank my parents who always made sure it happened. We'd be in Maryland, got the championship parade the next day, made sure I was there, took me back after. So climb mountains, swim oceans to get to what I need. So I appreciate y'all. Love y'all for that. I also like to thank Coach Bell from the bottom of my heart. When I first came in, I didn't know this guy from a can of paint, but he's grown to be one of my favorite mentors, if not my favorite mentor. You know, a guy that I can always call whenever I need him. 4 a.m., 5 a.m., he's texting us game day, making sure we're ready. So, like I said, what's understood doesn't have to be explained. I appreciate you, for sure, for everything. You know, they can speak for it. They can speak for it. The whole organization, the whole program, keep us alive, keep us moving. So I thank you for that. And last, I'd like to thank everybody that's here, the city who supported us this year on our historic run. So I could go for days with coaches: Lamar, Dennis, Dion, Sam, Keys, Peach. For days. Coaches that literally did everything, far more than you can ever imagine. Been father figures, been big brothers, been little brothers at times. Sam, but for sure, we appreciate y'all. We love y'all for that. Y'all keep us moving. So, but with that being said, I'm going to Lincoln University to continue my academic and athletic career.
And at this time, I just wanted to ask a couple of our coaches to come forward to not only speak into the lives of the young men that's going to leave the program, but also speak into the lives of the young men who are coming to our program. First, I'll have Coach Anthony Moss, also known as Sam. Coach.
Good afternoon, everybody. I'm trying to. Oh, I hear my bad. I'm trying not to. So I'm gonna be brief. Try to be brief. This class leaving, it's kind of personal to me. I started here 4 years ago, and I think my first day here, I met Dorian. If y'all don't know, Dorian was like 5'7" at one point. He left, came back, he was like 6'2". I used to call Dorian Young Bull. I'm like, when I seen him, I'm like, no, that ain't Dorian. Then he started training with Dion, he came back, Young Bull could run routes, all type of stuff. And then me and him, we already had a bond from the Crash Boys. And then we grew up as football, you know, it got better. And it's just something that stuck with me while I've been here is that this class that's leaving came in when I got here. So this class is kind of, you know, like got me over that hump where I wanted to leave and all that stuff and wanted to stop coaching. And Dorian is one of those people that just was like, bro, you ain't gonna stop coaching, bro. I don't care what you go through, you gonna be here until I leave. He leave and I plan on staying. That's the good thing about it. But I just want to make sure that people understand that this coaching staff, every kid that comes to this program, it's a connection that's gained. Beyond this, he over here playing. Beyond this, so as far as scrap, my first year here, I was doing the camera work. Scrap was a freshman, and scrap been attached to my hip outside of Lamar since his 9th grade year. Me and Scrap have been all over this East Coast trying to get him to school, get him noticed and stuff like that. And then his senior year came, he got hurt, and me and Bell was at each other's neck week after week. I want him to play. I got coaches coming here to see him, and I fought tooth and nail to get him to play. And Bell, you know, we had our disagreement with it, but I will say out of everybody, and I'm not saying this to belittle anybody, man, Scrap's a true warrior. Scrap went from D1 offers to people coming here saying they wanted to play to he wasn't even getting no phone calls no more. And he's a true testament of a warrior in my eyes. Met Zay, Dogo Elite 2 or 3 years ago, didn't really know him. But then when he came here, well, he's at Strathaven, he went to train, play linebacker, and then he ended up coming here and play quarterback. And I'm like, this kid don't play quarterback, never seen him play it. But he ended up being an amazing leader for our team, and I appreciate him for that. I really do appreciate that. Lastly, I know that, you know, I'm not trying to get emotional, but I just also want everybody to also remember that we also have a senior that was supposed to be here. And I don't think nobody would doubt that he would be in the school right now. So I hope that we just don't ever forget the fact that little Ricky is supposed to be here right now signing with these guys. And Ricky would have been a senior. And it's hard for me not to get emotional by that because I know the potential he had. So I just make sure, I just want everybody to understand when y'all leave here that this program is bigger than just what we present on social media, man. These kids mean a lot. And I'm not, like I said, I'm trying not to be long-winded, but I appreciate you guys for being here. Hope that you guys continue to support us as we go forward. And make sure that you guys check in on these three young men and whoever else is going to play football because they're leaving here to go take over somebody else's program. And we're going to put that out there. They ain't going there to be no bench player, they're going there to be a star. So just I hope that you guys continue to support us as we support them. Thank you.
Awesome. And I'll ask that Coach Dennis Shaw, if he would come forward. Dennis has truly been an intricate part in helping our young men come from the levels such as with the Chester Panthers, the Cougars, and the Hurricanes. Dennis has really been on the front line, foot to the ground to make sure that our student athletes remain in the city as well as come to Chester Clipper football. So without further ado, Coach Dennis Shaw.
Good afternoon. I want to first say thank you for everybody that came out in support of our student athletes, because that's truly what they are. That's what we preach first here, Chester Clipper football. As everybody know, over the last couple years, I mean, we've been under the leadership of Coach Bell. We've been trying to change it sounds cliche, and I hate to say it, but we've been trying to change the culture, and I believe that that's what shifted. It shifted for the betterment of our program and of our community, for our young men. Coach Bell say all the time that, you know what I mean, you can't save a life, you can't save every life, but you can save a life. So the kids that we have and the kids that are with us through this outlet of football, we try to keep them, treat them as to me, treat them as a younger brother, treat them as an old head, and get them to understand that you're not a nerd to be different. It's okay to be different. And these three, I want to recognize their parents more than anything, because without their parents, without their family, and without those that's backing them as adults, being though they're kids, none of this is possible. And for us as coaches, any coach in here to tell you right now, any of these kids, they coming from well-groomed home, they got the parents backing them, it makes our job as coaches that much easier. And I want to give a round of applause. Y'all give a round of applause to all the parents first. And not to be long with it, I just want to speak on a couple of our all the student athletes that's up here. Let me start with Scrap. I'll start with Scrap. I had Scrap since he was 14. Scrap, don't let the nickname fool you. He was Scrap, but you couldn't get a word out of him. Still can't get a word out of him. He's one of those guys who personifies the term lead by example. He's not going to do too much rapping. He's not going to do too much talking. When it's time to put the work in, when it's time to play, that's exactly what he does. Me and Scrap always had our little relationship for 3 years. He'd tell you every time I see him, I'm like, yo, bro, you a bum. Like, you a bum. But that's just our little thing. He dropped interception, I let him hear about it. I made it my duty. He would, when he did start making the plays, he'd come up to me, yo, you saw that? I'm like, nah, I ain't even see it. I saw you drop that joint in the first quarter, though. So, Scrap, that's my guy. Dorian, like Sam was saying, Dorian came to us. Dorian was a pup, man. He was a pup. Dorian was trash truck juice on the field. Dorian was trash. But to the testament of Dorian, man, as he grew, his work ethic, his parent backing him, just growing into a young man, you seen him start to groom into the athlete that we all saw that he could be when he came in with us. And I don't know how to put it. That's my man. That's my man. Dorian, like me and Dorian talk all the time, overnight, whatever the case may be, not even football related, that's little bro right there. That's little bro for life, and he know that. I love you, bro. Zay is a headache. Zay knows it all. Zay got all the answers. But in my years of football, dealing with the youth and dealing with kids, I never met a kid with the leadership of Zay on no level. And not to keep harping on it, but like I said, it stems from the family, everybody backing them, mom and dad, and this bull, man, off the field, on the field, nonstop, vocal, involved in the community, whatever you need. What can I do to do better? I can't tell you how many times me and Zay argued throughout the game. And I can't even tell you the verbiage because I wouldn't have a job. But he'll test you to the limits. I would just turn around, yo, bro, just play the game, bro. We the coaches, you the player, bro, just play the game. But the love, the tough love that we all have for all these kids, man, it extends behind the football field. They know that they come to us for anything outside of football. It's not, of course we want to win games, but what we standing right here for today is what we're pushing our football program to be a representation of. And that's getting these kids into school and getting these kids to understand that it's life behind Chester, bro. So you can't get caught up in this. Don't settle for this. And another cliche term, you can do whatever you want to do. Y'all leading the way for those same youngins that's sitting up there watching y'all. They understand that whatever they want to do is possible through y'all, bro. So I don't know if y'all grasping the fact of how much y'all leading, but y'all tremendous leaders, bro. We keep it up. It ain't no doubt from none of us here, none of us coaches, that y'all gonna go on and excel far behind what y'all did here. And when y'all get there, everybody gonna know who y'all there represent. And there's no doubt in our mind that y'all gonna represent like this situation. So once again, thank all y'all for sliding. Well, thank all y'all for coming. And we appreciate you.
Coach Dennis. As you can see, Coach Dennis is directly from the heart. He has pretty much no filter. And I did tell Coach Dennis he's one that can truly relate and distance himself and still be the coach. So I really appreciate his leadership. And then I'll have Coach James Howard. Coach Howard is the direct assistant to the head coach, myself. And Coach Howard is very involved in football in the state of Pennsylvania, very enthused in regards to knowing the wisdom and the knowledge and the history of Chester football as well as Pennsylvania football. But without further ado, I have Coach Howard come forward.
Good afternoon. First of all, I'd like to thank the parents. I know everybody been thanking you all day, but we really want to thank y'all because, like Coach Dennis said, y'all really made our job easy. Y'all have very well-mannered kids who are going to grow up to be fine young men. And I want to thank y'all, and y'all should be proud of yourselves. Everybody here should be proud of them. I want to thank the school district who's streaming this, so everybody can see that we have a fine product, and also see that these gentlemen here signed letters to go to school. It's too many times we look on the media, TV, newspapers, and we see our black men signing something else. Not these guys. They're going to school. They're going to better themselves. That's what we're trying to do here. That's the culture we're going to have here. And just want to let everybody know that you tell those people up in Doylestown, the Aggies, you tell those people up in Williamsport, the Warriors, and you tell those Lions in Oxford. We got a lot of good ball players here and student athletes at Essex 6. They all sit right up there. There they go. Tell them, come on down here. We got a pipeline. We're going to all go to school. And I just also want to say that I'm going to miss these guys. You know, I'm just like the grandpa coach of the staff. And the one thing I would say about these guys, 2 words, love and respect. They love their teammates. They respected their teammates. They respected the colors, orange and black. And excuse my language, they damn sure respected me. Because a lot of times, there were people trying to be disrespectful to me. Other teams, West Philly was one of them. These guys wouldn't let them do it. They stepped in, said, nah, not Coach Beach. You ain't doing it. That's the kind of gentleman y'all raised. Not for people to disrespect their elders. And that's why they're going to go far in life. So I just want to tell you guys, love you, and love you. God bless you.
Now, I don't want to put parents on the spot, and so I won't. But I will, if any parent wanted to speak, this is the opportunity, or, family member, if you would like to speak. It's totally up to you. But that's all right. If not, They're saying no. Come on up. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, well, everybody might know who I am. I'm Drea, Miss Drea. I'm Dorian's mom. Excuse me, I not like talking in front of a lot of people, but I've been around since flag football. Chester Panthers, about 5 or 6 years old with Dorian. No, I'm not. Dorian said I'm gonna start crying. I'm not, but I promise I'm not. Honestly, listen, I literally have seen all of these young men grow from Charlie Noble, the juniors that's coming up behind my son. I've seen them since they were 5 or 6 years old. They have played together. I've seen them cry. I've seen them cry. I'm sorry. I've seen them cry. I've seen them happy. I've seen them win championships. I've seen them lose 7-6 games straight. But I've seen them keep on coming year after year. I mean, literally, I did not cry until I see my son's graduation pictures. It's like, you know, they're here at 12th grade, they're going on, like the brother said, the coach said, they're going on to another school. They got a pipeline of all these brothers that's coming. I've been in Chester for 18 years. I'm from South Philly, but everybody asks me, where you from? I say, I'm from Chester, man. I've been here for 18 years. I got numerous kids that come to me, and all of them up there come to me and speak to me and look for me every day. When I come here, I'm around these young men. I'm really so, oh my God, I'm shaking. I'm really so proud of Zay and Scrap and Dorian. Like, you know, I treat them as they were my kids. I've always opened all my homes, my car doors, my houses. I've always had numerous kids. Dorian, they lost a coach, Coach Sean, a couple years ago. I see them kids. That was a drastic situation for them kids. And I still see them kids get on that field and play. I see my son cry and want to give up, and he still came. And I said, you know, especially coming from the Panthers, a lot of the students, they might have went from playing all games to coming here and not playing, not getting enough play time. And I said, you got to stick with it. You got to stick with it. They're going to find you eventually. I mean, I watched all these young men, y'all just were small little twigs, and now y'all big and, you know, big and stuff. But I'm telling you, when y'all get to college, just don't give up. Keep Chester on your back. You always want to have my support, always. I swear, if I could carry everybody, I would. And y'all all know that, and definitely y'all. I'm super proud of y'all, Dorian, Scrap, Zay. I wish y'all truly the best. I'm super proud of y'all, and I love y'all and Zay's family. Y'all always got a place with me. I love you guys. You always were there for Zay, and I just like the way you guys just stayed in with him, and I really appreciate it. And the same thing with Scrap family. I know we've been running up and down Panthers line for a long time, so I really appreciate everyone coming up. It's nothing more important than kids seeing their family and everybody just being there for them. So like I said, keep Chester on your back, keep God first, family's important, and never give up. I love you all.
We have Mr. Freeman coming in.
All right, first, I'm gonna say, but God. But God. Like Dorian Mom said, I've been watching these guys, and probably half those guys up there, since they were like this. I'm a Chester guy, you know what I mean? Isaiah was at Strathaven, we came back home. It just made me so proud when he made that decision, because it was his decision. And what has transpired over the last 2 years is but God. Everything, from coach to all the coaches, to the players, the respect and the love that the city's shown him, and the man that he's growing and evolving into is just phenomenal. To these kids, you guys are leading these guys, like Coach Beach said. You are setting the barrier. You're setting the barrier. You guys are L. Shaw, Dion, Dennis. Y'all guys came in, Coach Bell. Phenomenal job what you guys are doing here in the city. To the administration here at Chester and supporting these kids, I want to say thank you, because that please give them a round of applause. Isaiah said that's enough. That's my baby, so I gotta listen to it. He the boss.
No, for real. I love you guys, man. Great luck. Great. We're the guru. They call us the guru.
Go Guru.
So with that, I'm gonna turn it over to the guru, and I want to personally thank him because when COVID hit, he had these guys on the field. Come on over here, guru. They want you. You guys are smart, man.
I ain't planning on doing none of this. I talk a lot, everybody know that, but I'm super emotional, so this ain't gonna, I don't know if I get the words out for neither of these three. And if I really broke it down to anybody that know, if I really broke it down, I'd be up here all night determining this whole process. But I'm gonna start off with scrap because I got half of scrap, but it's guys who are all with scrap who got a lot more, you know, Sam, Keys, Scrap, you just the warrior, bro. Like everybody that came up here, they all said it, everybody described it, everybody had the same description for you. So trust me, when you get in life and everybody's saying the same thing about you and it's all good, trust me, bro, you will stand up dude. Because at one thing, somebody gonna find something bad to say about you. And right now, through the 18, 19 years of life that you had, I have failed to see one person do it yet. So keep rocking, stand silent like you is. Got live homie on your hoodie. You know 3 years ago where we was at with the Ruckers, with the Temple. That's life. You feel me? You know my story, you know yours. Take it with it. You feel me? Don't let that break you down. Whatever, all those coaches that look down on you, 3, 4 year leaders down the road, make all of them pay. It's all gonna pay off. You got life coming down, trust me. You played this game of football as a magic. It take you all over. It's big, like every coach that came up here said, it's way bigger than a game of football. This thing can take you bigger than places like you would never imagine. So trust me, this chest is behind you. Keep it behind you, but keep it with you. But this is a rear deal. Everything next is moving forward. Trust me. What you just went through probably gonna be one of the hardest things you have to go through in life, but you fought through it. Keep going, nothing ain't gonna break you. You're a solid dude, bro. Dorian, everybody got sort of the same story for Dorian as well. When Dorian, Dorian started when he was 5'7". Dorian was the worst football player in the state of Pennsylvania. No exaggeration. Dorian couldn't stand in the stands. He couldn't stand in the stands, even to a point where he hit me up for a workout, and he had to hit me up about 3 times to come work out with me, and I finally respond to him. And I keep him on red, and then he'd be like, my mom got the bread. Still keep him on red, whatever the price was, he'd say my mama doubled. So then, anyway, me and Doris start working out, and practices, late night practices in the winter, you know, don't work out practices go to 7 o'clock. It's getting dark at 5:30. Wider turning their lights on, me and Dora out there 8 to 10. And we going. Dre walking down to the field. She called me 100 times, but all I'm letting her know is that Dorian is in the lab. And arguing, I'm literally not exaggerating when I say Dorian was the worst player in the state. And by the time his third workout, he was honored. He was arguably one of the most committable guys I had. And as far as guys around this area, all throughout the county, Philly, Dorian was just committable. And all the top guys that had come out, especially the top guys that was in high school at the moment, yo, man, why you keep bringing this bum to the workout? I'm trying to get my reps. And they look at me crazy when I said, Dorian, you gonna go to college one day, you gonna go to school. And once we got deep in, I knew he was committed. I sat him down and I told him, I can't promise what division it's gonna be, rather it's D1, D2, D3. I can assure you that your mom not gonna be paying for you to go to college. And he just kept working, he got it stuck in his head. And next thing you know, he came back 6'2". He just grew, his character grew, he stayed solid through a whole, he trusted his mom trusted us, most importantly. It got to a point where everywhere Dorian was at in the summer, I was with him. as far as the beaches, no matter what, me, him, and Zay, we was just all over. So people was throwing shots at me, said, "Damn, you hang with all your young boys now." But that's how we kept it. We was just locked in. And the one thing I told him, I said, man, we ain't perfect, but we stand up dudes, we solid. So as long as we prep you up, I can guarantee you're gonna be in great shape when it's time for you to leave high school. And now my man signed a letter of intent to go to school. So he held up his end, we held up ours. Zay got, I can find the words for Zay, but I'm really just speechless. And anybody that know everybody got to know what that means. Like, it's just, the words for Zay is just infinity. And I've been around so many top athletes, so many guys, guys that I lived with for years that went first round in the draft that I still talk to every day. And none of their process was like Isaiah's. It was crazy. Like, it got to a point where even with workouts, like, guys would come out and they'd tell, what quarterback do we got? We got Isaiah. Nah, I'm not coming. Am I lying? To a point where tell a young boy Zay, keep him at draft. Why he coming to Chester? He never gonna play quarterback. He never gonna do this. He never gonna do that. And it kept going. It just continued. And Zay never missed a workout. Zay never missed whatever it was. Like, even if we picked up, we was slacking. Zay would come through. He'd keep us on our game. Coach Bell can tell you that. Raw can tell you that. Lamar, Zay, if I'm slacking, I hold the workout. Zay hit me up, yo, bro, you drawing? Come on, let's go. And man, Zay, you just had an impact on so many people in the city, bro. You had no clue how much of an impact you had, and you only had 18. You grind, bro. You grind. Your compassion. All the effort you put into it. And I tell you all the time, if you think it's just me talking, trying to motivate you, but nah, it is what it is. As far as me going back to school, as far as me hopping into college coaching, as far as me doing all that grind and that compassion really came from you, little bro. I'm telling you. So look around. That's just me. You probably would have never even thought that, but that's just me. And I'm 28 years old. You got guys in that stance right now that's 14, 15, 16. You got a whole bunch of people who in their 30s, 40s, 50s, they all looking at you now. You feel me? They all looking at you. You already succeeded, so don't let nobody tell you otherwise. You signing a letter of intent. They look at that percentage when they say guys can't go to college. Go look at the percentage, guys in the NFL. That percentage is only 3%. That percentage for signing a letter of intent is very slim as well. So what does that tell you? That percentage is BS. You really control that. You control your narrative. It don't matter if you're D1, D2, D3, Dorian, you're going to a real powerful college. Use your sources, you're going to need it. Scrap, you control your own fate. You know how good you are. Go there and tear it up, bro. The next level is waiting on you. Zay, you got it all. I'm always here for you. Lamar always here for you. Coach Bell, I'm going to tell all three of y'all. Number one, this whole community is here for y'all. Believe it or not, there's a lot of guys backing y'all, but the moment things go wrong, y'all see it. The ones that's in this building, if that was the case, they wouldn't be here. So y'all at least know, other than y'all family, y'all still got the people in this room right now. It's a lot of eyes on y'all. But one thing you got to know, don't get discouraged about this process. Y'all already are successful. Y'all are going to college. Not a lot of people do that. It sounds good. Y'all are going to a university. And imagine, look down at y'all paper, man. Neither one of y'all thought y'all was going to do this 3-4 years ago. Dorian, you damn sure did not. You did. When I told you that, you didn't believe me. I think your mom looked at me like I was crazy. You are going to a university on your hat. So, man, just take a bow for yourself. Your parents, they held it down. You feel me? It's real. Most importantly, as I finish up, man, it definitely don't stop now. Especially if y'all want to get to all the places that we talked about. It don't stop now. I mean, it's just a start. Y'all finished the first part of life. But it definitely don't stop here. There's gonna be so many new people, so many more opportunities, and just use your resources. The resources in this building. Trust me, man. It only goes up from here. I love y'all. Keep doing what y'all gotta do, man. Y'all already know what time it is. Y'all sign a letter of intent. Be back in the lab starting soon, and the best is yet to come. I got mad love for you.
Oh, yes, ma'am. Ms. Lauren?
Get my heart up to do this. I'm a little shy, and I talk all the time. But I just want to say I'm proud of my son. I've been with him for football since Biddy, 5 years old. We had those setbacks, those ups and downs, passing up the father, things like that. He still kept his head straight and kept going, and we had to do. He had his brothers there to back him up at all times. Anything he needed, day, night, whatever. I had Sam. I want to really thank Sam for taking him where he had to go. I want to thank Coach Bell for being there for him day, night, whatever time that he needed him. And I just want to say I'm so proud of my son making it this far. Thank you.
And I would like to have Principal Bell come up at this time.
Thank you, Coach. I just want to speak real briefly on the academic side of things, and I think it really starts with the coaching staff of the Chester Clippers football team. I think the amount of time and work that they put into these young men, not just on the field, but what they do in the classroom, it's noticed by us on the academic end, and it's much appreciated because you're having a real impact on these young men, not just as football players, but as student athletes and as young men. So let's thank the staff, the football staff, please. So I can speak for our students, but Duran's not a student at STEM, where I'm a principal, but the fact that he's going to Lycoming speaks to his academic ability and effort. So I wish you all the best at Lycoming. Dorian's been a student of ours at STEM for 2 years, and I remember when he came to us because his mom and Coach Bell and Dorian came to me and said, you know, the transcript that I have, it doesn't reflect who I am as a student. And I talked to Dorian, I talked to Mom, and I talked to Coach, and we decided we're going to do better. And what we saw over 2 years was a kid that was not only committed to being a better football player, but to be a better student, and here he is. So, we're doing a great job with them, and I'm proud of where he's sitting today. And what I'll say about Isaiah is this. Had he never set foot on this basketball court or on a football field, he would still be a role model for what he does as a student in the classroom and how he represents us walking through the hallways in extracurricular activities. So again, put aside all the, obviously, great athlete, but put all that aside, and he's still someone that we can look up to, and that we want all this, you know, the student athletes, but not only them, but all the students here in Chester to look up to. So congratulations, Isaiah, and just keep being you.
One more time for Principal Bill. And I just want to say thank you to the parents for coming on tonight. Truly, I'm just thankful that you trust us with your children, with your young men. Our football program, we really are excited to really change the culture here with football at the high school. And I'll be honest, I'm very passive, and I really don't like to be in the limelight. I really do like to press all the attention to my coaches. So if my coaches would just come up with me, please. It's truly not about me, it's really about them. So coaches, come on up. Thank you. Everyone, thank you. Dion. Truly humble to have a coaching staff that really bought into the vision. We really are family, and that's not a cliche at all, and I stand by that. Yes, we will have our times of of discord, argue, but at the forefront of it all is our players, our student athletes. And so we're proud of what we've done this last season, but this is just the beginning. We really do have a young core of coaches, guys who graduated with orange and black on their chest. This is just the beginning. So we've established this culture, Exit 6. It's something that's really ringing throughout the state, but not just the state, it's everywhere. But one of the things that I told our coaches or our program is that we want to stay relevant. And us being relevant meant making sure that everything that we do is at the forefront. And when we have the heart or the young men at the forefront, it's nothing to hide. That's one of the reasons we capture everything that we do for our players. At this time, I'm going to ask Coach Dennis if you would remove that shirt. That is Dorian. What we really did as a coaching staff, we said, how can we make our young men, give them more exposure? And so Isaiah, everything that was said about this young man is really true. He would call me 2 in the morning, and I told myself I would vow not to press snooze or anything when they called me on a late night call. But Isaiah would call, hey coach, I got a camera guy that wants to come to the game. And so here it is that Isaiah will have all these young men come out to record. But it was kind of like he understood the vision already. And so I'm proud of that. So we have Dorian's picture. Son, we're so proud of you. I will say really brief, Dorian was tough to coach. Hard-headed. But every young man that I see myself. I was hard-headed. Coming home late, not listening, things like that. But when I see Dorian, I see that he has passion to be free. He has passion to really see what he wants to do in life, and I'm really proud of him for that. It's one thing with us here with Chester football is that we really enjoy our players being who they are. The younger guys can really relate. The younger coaches can relate. And that's one of the things I pride myself on is really stepping aside, allowing these guys to really coach because it's bigger. It's much bigger than football. But Coach Doc, if you remove the second shirt, that's Coach Strap. As you hear me say, that's Coach Strap. That capture was really nice. And if you guys can recall watching our football program, that's the reason why I selected that picture, because the trajectory of our program changed when we played against Academy Park. That wasn't the uniform, of course that's not the team. But he took a fumble, recovered it, ran it in, game over. Yes, he did throw the ball in the air, and he was in trouble for that. But he not only did it once, he did it twice. That's where he was, in position. And so I took that picture and said, you know what, this is something to remember him by, because he was always in the right place at the right time. So Scrap Man, we love you, and thank you so much. And the last picture, so Isaiah, his dad had given me a call 2 years ago, and we had a serious conversation, and it really wasn't about football, it wasn't about education, it was about God. And Isaiah was God sent to this program. And the spirit that he has, I'm thankful for both mom and dad. You guys have raised a great young man. And I say that every time I have a conversation with them. So Isaiah, you're one that really embodies what I mean by be your own brand. Proud of you. So this last picture is something, not just yet, this last picture is something that when the pictures were given to me, this is just what I saw in Isaiah. I would always tell him, really let the game come to you and take your time and always control your emotions. I always told him that. That's what leadership is. You got to control your emotions. But this one picture is something that he just took a step back. It wasn't the best game. He wasn't having the best game, but he took a step back and he started to assess the game, and we ended up winning the game. So Coach June, if you will remove that. That's the picture that you have for him. He wasn't having a good game, but after speaking to him at halftime, he stepped back and really assessed the game, and we won the game. So, son, I'm really proud of you. Great job. Great job. And at this time, that will conclude our programming. We will have parents stay with us for pictures. But that is our program for tonight. Thank you so much.
Come on,